Hello and welcome to more Pokemon Crystal! Guys, you know how I'm me, and during Let's Plays I always goof? Well, that happened again this time. I forgot to save my file after the last episode, so it turns out we are actually a brand new Psycho this time. But I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna nerd out for just a little bit. Don't worry too much if you don't know what I'm talking about here. I'll explain it later on in the playthrough. But, well, you know how I said that Pokemon have variable stats when you get them? This Chikorita is amazing. It has a perfect HP DV. And guys, just look at these stats, dude. All of these DVs are either between like 10 and 15. 15 being the max in this game. So this is pretty much a top tier Chikorita. It's not perfect, of course, but gosh dang, that's probably the best DVs I've ever gotten. So I guess forgetting to save is actually a good thing. And one more thing, I like how we're chilling in this town right here. We're in CHERRYGROVE, and right here it says it's the city of cute, fragrant flowers. And wouldn't you know it, the only 2 patches of flowers in the entire town are being trampled by random people. Good job, everybody. Alright then, so today we're going to continue up here to Route 30, and we're going to go to Mr. Pokemon's house. And I did tell you guys last episode I would also be catching my first new Pokemon today, so we'll be doing that as well. Pidgey. I'm just gonna run from some of these battles. Some of my experience and stuff might be different. I don't know where it was last time, but this sign here, Route 30, Violet City on one side and CHERRYGROVE City on the other. We'll deal with Violet City a little bit later on. For now, let's come up here, talk to this tree, and get ourselves a berry. Heck yeah! Let's grab that. Let's also go inside the house. I wonder if this guy's got, crud. I wonder if this guy's got some trees. He does. We've got a couple of trees inside here. I don't know what it is with people in Pokemon games and having lots of trees. But this guy right here will also give you a berry, so he's worth talking to if you want to get as many berries as you can. So there we go. And one thing I want to point out, in the first episode, there was some like weird wiggliness sometimes on the video in the middle of the screen. And that's just because I'm recording this via a GameCube. I have the Game Boy player equipped, and it's not the cleanest signal, so sometimes that kind of crud happens. Here we've got a Caterpie! This is a old Generation 1 Pokemon, a very basic bug type. He's only got Tackle and String Shot. The only 2 moves he can learn. String Shot will lower our speed. Tackle, you've seen me use, it's just a basic attack. So I'm just going to trade blows with this guy for a couple seconds and try to get some experience here. Let's see if we can take it down with one more swing here. And it looks like we will. All right, Caterpie, not going to be worth that much experience, but hey, at this low a level, even those small amounts actually do add up. Here we've got ourselves an antidote. That'll cure the poison status ailment if we happen to get that. We'll worry about that more if we actually do end up getting it. Mr. Pokemon's house, it's a bit farther ahead. Now, we can't actually go further ahead right here because some people, I guess, are having a Pokemon battle. Go Rattata! Tackle! Oh, crud. What? This is a big battle! Leave me alone. Yes, a big battle with his Rattata. It's probably some kind of top percentage of Rattatas or something. Like how my Chikorita is top percentage. Mr. Pokemon's house is straight ahead, which is a complete lie. Watch this. I'm gonna go straight from this sign. And, well, we're gonna run into some trees right here. You gotta make some turns, so total lie right there. Definitely not straight ahead. I forget if I mentioned this last episode, but I'm only going to battle new Pokemon the first time I see them. So I've already battled the Hoppip, so I'm not going to battle another one right there. That way I don't overlevel my character or anything like that. It's a fruit-bearing tree. Hey, it's Poison Cure Berry. So that one is yet another berry. Like I said, there's 10 different kinds of berries, and that's one of them. That'll do the exact same thing that an antidote will do. It'll cure poison. But if we stand right here and look to the left and press A, there's also a hidden potion. Later on in the game, we'll find an item that'll help us to find hidden items, but you know me, I'm just gonna grab them all as soon as I can. But let's go inside Mr. Pokemon's house. Hello, hello, you must be Psycho. Professor Elm said that you would visit. He did. Oh yeah, email. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Psycho received the mystery egg. I guess this guy wants me to bake him some eggs for breakfast. Do you bake eggs or do you fry them? I don't know. We put it inside of our pocket. I know a couple who run a Pokemon daycare service. They gave me that egg. I was intrigued, so I sent mail to Professor Elm. For Pokemon evolution, Professor Elm is the authority. Even Professor Oak here recognizes that. Yep, there is Professor Oak. If my assumption is correct, Professor Elm will know it. And well, here's Oak himself. Aha, so you're Psycho. Don't you already know who I am? I kind of met you during the title screen. You said we'd meet again. I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. I was just visiting my old friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running on an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon? Let's see. I see. I understand why Professor Elm gave you a Pokemon for this errand. To researchers like Professor Elm and I, Pokemon are our friends. He saw that you would treat your Pokemons with love and care. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? Gosh dang it, why are all these old guys asking me to do stuff for them? See, this is the latest version of Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Psycho received Pokédex. And this crud is magical, as you'll see in just a minute. Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokédex. But I've stayed too long. I have to get to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Psycho, I'm counting on you. Don't count on me, dude. I am not a calculator. Gosh dang it. Well, you are returning to Professor Elm. Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. Yeah, I guess we took a little bit of a beating from that Caterpie, so we'll get healed back up here. See, this guy, he said he's depending on us. I appreciate that, dude. Don't count on me, but you can depend on me. I do want to look at this guy's shelves because it's packed with foreign magazines. Can't even read their titles, man. And over here, he's got some computer-looking crud. It's a big computer. It's broken. Yeah, all of his crud is broken. And if we go right over here, he's got a computer. A whole pile of strange coins. Maybe they're from another country. I don't know. This guy like collects random foreign stuff, and I can see the wiggles in the middle of the screen, dude. There they are. And this guy's got a more tasteful tree. He doesn't got the double palm tree or whatever those cruds were. Uh-oh. A phone call from Professor Elm. Hello? Psycho, it's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no. Please get back here now. I think he realized we didn't have any video games in our bedroom. I know, man. It's tragic. Well, let's hurry our way back. Avoid the wiggles in the middle of the screen, dude. I probably... No. I was going to say I probably could have taken a simpler path to dodge some of the grass, but you can't. I think over on this side we can, though. So these ledges right here, you can go one way. They're kind of like a one-way road there. So that'll let us go on, and we can skip some of that grass right there. Looking good. Back to CHERRYGROVE City, and now we're also going to take a shortcut path all the way back to the first town. Oh, but right here, we get a little bit interrupted by a bunch of dots. Now it's that gosh dang redheaded nerd. You got a Pokemon at the lab? What a waste, a wimp like you. Dots, don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. So yes, it is time for our first trainer battle right here against this guy. His name is Question Marks. At least it's not a bunch of dots. He sent out a Cyndaquil. So he chose the fire Pokemon right here. We've got the grass, but thankfully at this point in the game, he only has Leer, which will lower defense, and he has Tackle. I'm going to use Growl just to lower his attack stat a little bit, so hopefully we have a better shot at winning. We do have the 1 level advantage, and I mean, I've got a really good Chikorita, so we'll probably be fine right here. Let's see how we do, though. He's going to go for his Tackle. I'm hoping it only does 2. Oh, it does 3. I might have to use a potion at some point. Looks like we are speed tied, which means that it'll be... I think there's a coin flip that happens to see who goes first, basically. No, he's going first again. Well, that's just bad luck, I guess. As long as we don't miss, I don't think I'll have to use a potion here. I don't think I have a berry equipped. Oh, yeah, we go first this time. I think next turn we'll take him down. That'll be awesome. So he'll take me down to 11. Even a critical strike would not make this a win for him. And he will go first this time. As long as we don't miss, we should be fine. And we get him. Come on. Got him. All right. And that should be level 7. 69 experience points. Let's check out those stats. And... holy crud. I'm gonna go type this into a DV calculator to let you guys know if I've got good stats here. I might need to find a new calculator because it says the max attack that a Chikorita can possibly have at level 7 is 13, and we have 14. So I don't know if we're just so good that we broke the game or if this calculator's wrong. It's probably wrong. Anyways, I'm not gonna worry too much about DVs from here on. Like I said, I'll talk about those a lot later. Oh, well, I skipped this dialogue right there. Oh well, dude, my name's question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Oh, okay. He's not like Bill from Generation 1. He doesn't want to be a Pokemon. But yeah, we took some damage here. Let's go heal up, and then we'll keep heading back towards Professor Elm's lab. Okay, back we go. Now, normally I would cut out backtracking, but I do want to show that there is a route we can take through Route 29 that has us completely avoid any grass, which is very convenient. If we just take all the ledges that we can just go back nice and safe, don't have to worry about battles, which I guess kind of makes the fact that I healed back there kind of pointless, but oh well, there you go. We can make our way all the way back to New Bark right here. And now let's go inside the lab, see what these shenanigans are that are going on, and see if we can help resolve them maybe. Oh no! It's the police, dude! I heard a Pokemon was stolen here. I was just getting some information from Professor Elm. Apparently, it was a young male with long red hair. What? You battled a trainer like that? Did you happen to get his name? Yeah, his name was a bunch of question marks. No, but we actually get to enter our rival's name. Yes, that was our rival. And a longtime friend of mine, someone I met back in 2010. His favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon Crystal, and he requested to be the rival. So I'm gonna go ahead and name him Psyche. I guess it'll be Psyche versus Psycho. That'll be interesting. There we go. Okay, so Psyche was his name. Thanks for helping my investigation. No problem, Mr. Policey Man. Yeah, let's go talk to Professor Elm there. Psycho, this is terrible. Oh, yes, what was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? Yeah, we gotta actually deliver the egg right here. He's not gonna let us keep that crud. Whoa, this! But is it a Pokemon egg? If it is a great discovery. What? Professor Oak gave you a Pokedex? Psycho, is that true? That's incredible. He is superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. Wow, Psycho, you may have what it takes to become the champion. You seem to be getting on great with Pokemon, too. You should take the Pokemon Gym Challenge. The closest gym would be the one in Violet City. So that's the city that's kind of north, or connected somewhat to Route 30. Not technically, but don't worry about geography, man. Anyways, Psycho, the road to the championship will be a long one. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to your mom. Okay. Do I actually have to go talk to her? Let's just call her on the phone right here. Mom? Mom! Hello? Hi, Psycho. If you're done with your errands, come on home, dear. I'm not a deer. I'm a human. Calling me a Stantler? Dang. Oh yeah, I said the Pokedex is magic. Well, basically, it actually keeps track of all the Pokemon we've seen, even the ones we saw before we got the Pokedex. So, kind of odd there, but like the Caterpie, for example, Caterpie, we didn't see that after we got the Pokedex, but it's still in there, so magic. And this guy right here, Psycho, use these on your Pokedex quest. And we get some Pokeballs, which means we can actually catch our own Pokemon. Alright, throw Pokeballs at wild Pokemon to get them. Psycho put the Pokeball in the ball pocket. Awesome. Well, let's go back and talk to our mom right here because, well, there's actually something very useful for doing that. So let's go give her a chat. Wow, that's a cute Pokemon. Where did you get it? I got it from Professor Elm, dude. So you're leaving on an adventure. Okay, I'll help too. But what can I do for you? I know, I'll save money for you. And by save money, she means that she'll hold on to our money. Do you want me to save your money? Sure. So whenever you lose a battle, you actually lose a bunch of your money. So if you have her hold on to the money and you lose a battle, you won't lose it, which is awesome. But that's not the only reason we want to give her some money. She'll actually buy different items throughout the game with the money that we give her. And there are some decorations for the upstairs bedroom that we can only get through giving her money. And there's something really special about the decorations, which is that when you take this game over into Pokemon Stadium 2, you can actually see the decorations that you earn. You can see them in 3D, which is so awesome. And that's a big part of why I want to try to get as many decorations as possible. So I'm going to give the mom lots of money. Now to start, I'm actually going to give her 900 Poké-Dollars. I think we have to leave and come back before we can actually deposit money directly. So let's try that. Let's go talk to her again right here. Let's see, can we... Yes, we can talk to her about money. No, I don't want to take. Gosh dang it. Okay, I want to save, but yeah, you can take money back out whenever you like. So what I want to do here is actually save 900 Poké-Dollars, and there's a very particular reason for that. It'll make sense next episode, so just trust me on this. 900 Poké-Dollars, we're going to go ahead and put that away. And whenever we win a battle with a trainer, we get money. Half of that money will automatically go to Mom, which is pretty convenient. So now we've got the Pokeballs. If we leave out here, back to Route 29, this guy's going to interrupt us, and he'll try to give us a tutorial on how to catch Pokemon. I don't really need that tutorial. I'll be just fine. But basically, you just want to find a Pokemon. Ideally, you want to lower their HP to give you a better chance of actually catching them. Then you throw the Pokeball. If you get lucky, you'll catch it. And the Pokemon I want to catch today is actually back on Route 30, so let's go do there. And it's not a Sentret. So I'm back on Route 30, but there's a bit of a problem. Do you guys remember how the NPC last episode said that certain Pokemon can only be caught at night? Well, the Pokemon that I want to catch here is only available at night, and the clock is real time. There's not really any way to advance the clock in the game, so I'd have to wait until night. What time is it currently? Well, let's go to our Pokegear, and we can see that it is 10:52 in the morning. And, well, night is not until I think 6 p.m. is when the game turns over to nighttime, so Yeah, but it turns out there actually is a way to change the clock in the game. A lot of people do not know about this, so I'll explain how to make it work. Now, this is kind of cheating, and I don't really like having to do it, but I also don't want to have to delay an episode an entire day just so I don't have to put the code in or whatever. So, there's 3 very important numbers. We want to go to our status page right here, and you want to write down your ID number, your character's name, and the lowercase, uppercase actually does matter, so mine's all uppercase, and the amount of money you have. So I'm going to write all 3 of those down. So my name is Psycho, all caps, my ID is 58207, and the amount of money I currently have, 2400. Now here I'm going to go ahead and save my game. I'll have 2 links down below that will explain how to get this password that we need. One of them, you just put in these numbers and it'll automatically give it to you. The other one is a game facts page that explains the technical details about how to make it work if you want to do it the hard way. I would recommend using the generator, but I'm gonna go put that in and go get my password. Okay, so I've got my password right now. My password is 01135, and now I'm gonna reset my game. So I've just reset, and here's where things get kind of complicated. This is a lot easier on Pokemon Gold and Silver. Crystal, it is not easy. So if you were on Pokemon Gold and Silver, what you would do is you would hold down select, hold down and hold B, and then let go. And that should bring up the password input. Unfortunately for Crystal, things are not that easy. What we have to do is hold select, hold B and hold down, then let go of down and B while still holding select, then press up left, then let go of select. Kind of complicated, but I'll try to write it on screen or something. And here you can see reset the clock. We hit yes, and then we have to input that password that we got. So I'm gonna go ahead and put mine in, 01135. Hit yes, and there you go. From there, we'll go ahead and load up our save file as normal, and you can see right there, time not set. So we hit continue, and the time is a bunch of question marks. Now we can actually choose the clock and set it how we want. So now I can set it to nighttime. I'll just set it to like 8:56, whatever, that's fine. Still on Wednesday, but there you go. So it is now nighttime in the game, and now I can find the Pokemon that I want to get. It's got a 20% encounter rate, and I think any of you who know me or have seen my top 10 favorite Pokemon list, you will not be surprised by this. Not Zubat, not Hoot Hoot either, but that is actually a brand new Generation 2 Pokemon that is only available at night, so there you go. Whoa, there's a Spinarak. That is another Generation 2 Pokemon only available at night, and it's a bug type right there. There's also a daytime bug Pokemon that you can find on this route. There it is. The Pokemon that I want to add to the team is Poliwag. I'm sure that's not a big surprise to any of you, but here we've got level 4. Let's go ahead and tackle it a couple times. Lower its HP to improve our catch chance. Looks like we might be able to do 1 or maybe 2 more tackles without killing it. They might die if I do another tackle though, so I'm just gonna take my chances, throw a Pokeball right here, and see if we get it. Come on, dude. Holding down B right now. Those balls are pink. What the crud? Come on, don't bust it. Don't bust it. And we got it! Poliwag is now ours. Poliwag's data was newly added to the Pokédex. Let's take a look. Poliwag, the tadpole Pokemon. The swirl on its belly is its insides showing through the skin. It looks clearer after it eats. That's just creepy and gross. Alright, let's go give it a nickname. I'm pretty sure everyone knew this is what I was going to name it. There we go, we got some Poliswag. But alright guys, we dealt with the whole situation with Mr. Pokemon and Professor Elm. We battled our rival and named them, and we caught our first Pokemon. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.